And we're back again.
Happy New Year!
Okay, I don't even get it out. Happy New Year, guys. The rest of the fellas have returned for a new year. Same old guys. Same shit.
Old good-looking guys.
Yeah, absolutely. But mate, how are you doing?
All good, mate. All good. Nice Christmas. Nice Christmas. Okay, Christmas. Very quiet New Year, and then potentially it's my birthday tomorrow. Well, when this goes out, it would have been my birthday, but
I didn't realise your birthday so soon.
Yeah, 3rd of January. I don't know what time I was born. About 9:30 at night, I think. But yeah, birthday tomorrow. So hopefully I get a new car this weekend. Needed. How are you?
No,
how the heck? I'll be paying.
Get them pots towards the deposit. I'm good, mate. I'm still a bit, believe it or not, I'm still ill from before Christmas.
Yes. I remember you saying.
Mystery chest infection thing that everybody's having. Still blowing Illumina screen stuff out my nose. But yeah, I'm alright. Christmas was quiet. New Year was chilled. Just how I like it. But yeah.
Did you get any wrestling related Christmas presents?
Well, it was my birthday 3 days before, wasn't it? So I bought 2 t-shirts. I think I said in the last pod. Zoe bought me them, so I got them. Any other wrestling related stuff for Christmas? I don't think I did.
Related?
No, I don't think I did for the first time. Secret Santa though was rather generous to me.
Oh, lovely! I like that. These mugs will be sold eventually.
So yeah, my Secret Santa was from obviously in work. It was a lovely Tina. Obviously, you know who Tina is. And
oh, nice.
Did a theme, and the theme of our team was cups. We had to buy cups for, and so Tina got me a podcast cup. But I'm trying to do this now without spilling my coffee all over me because it's red hot. It comes with a mat as well, but it also
lovely.
She got me a nice little braid tribute on the side. On the other side,
like
there's the mat.
I like that. That's mint. That's ace.
But like Matt says, now we're at 50 subscribers. You will be able to buy these cups soon from Big Cartel.
51. 51.
51.
Yeah, we're growing. I got my Secret Santa. Can I show it? Now we're on 50? I don't know. I'll bleep it out. I got some...
Hey guys, I didn't get him in Secret Santa, so...
No, this is from work. Wank tissues and a grow your own girlfriend.
So I just need to repeat this for the wife who's in the room. Matt, for Secret Santa, got grow your own girlfriend. Why are you laughing? I'm not finished yet.
It's like they know me too well. Like...
I was going to get them for Tony.
Yeah, we did a Secret Santa between our my siblings and the partners, because we've all got partners and husbands.
Yeah, we
and
did that.
now. Instead of buying each other gifts, we just did a Secret Santa. And so I was going to buy him. She drew my brother-in-law. Oh, yeah, it's my brother-in-law. It's my nephew's dad's. So he's pretty much my brother-in-law now. She drew him, and she was going to get him the... I got a really nice Secret Santa gift from my little sister, who is married to probably my best mate as well. And I knew instantly who it was because of what the gift was. There was only 3 people that would know what to buy. Oh, there were only 3 people when I seen the gift that would have knew what was on that gift, where that comes from. I got car air freshener.
Okay.
And it said, my BFFs or my BFs. You might need to cut this part out as well, mate. Maybe not.
Okay.
It entailed a picture of my brother-in-law, with no shirt on, in the middle, surrounded by Harvey Price.
Oh, what a legend Harvey Price is.
Borat.
Nice.
Hasbulla.
Oh, okay.
Is the
I see where this is going.
Oh, this takes a massive nosedive really quickly.
Okay.
And Jimmy Savile.
Wow. Yeah, this will get. We'll bleep this out.
Yeah. So I instantly knew because there's only 3 people that hears mine and my brother-in-law's conversation. Oh, let's a few. Obviously, it's me and him. Then there's Zoe because she's on headset with us, and then it's my sister who's in the background and just hears what my brother-in-law comes out with.
Right. Okay.
So it can only come from 3 people.
Yeah.
Zoe didn't get me it, and I knew Hamza hadn't got me. My brother-in-law hadn't got me it, so I knew straight away it was my little sister. And she demanded I actually have to put it in my car and hang it up.
Wow.
Safe to say, it's in my car, in my sun visor. And that's where it's staying.
I was gonna say. Is it
till MOT time, and then it gets taken out and hidden, and then put back in.
I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you at all. What did I get, man? I got my sister for Secret Santa. I got UFC 5 for the PS5. I got a crate of Pepsi Max because that's all I drink. Some chocolates and stuff. So it was pretty nice, to be fair. Got some trainers off my best friend. Got some Jordans.
Nice.
Pretty smooth. Nice, some aftershave, stuff like that. And I got Greg's voucher. Everyone knows me and knows I love me Greg's. So, did pretty well for Christmas. Pretty happy. I'm not expecting anything massive for my birthday during my birthday. So, I'm only 35. Nothing massive.
No, I knew. Wait, both are. I didn't realise. I knew you were the same age, but I thought there was a bit of distance between us. It's less than a month.
Yeah, mental.
Christmas.
Oh, you would have seen. Oh, sorry, mate. Go on.
I'll say Christmas gift wise for me, it was fairly quiet because we're going to New York. We didn't buy anything.
You are
just yet. People bought me dollars, money, and my mum bought me Metal Gear Solid Remastered for PS5.
Oh, nice! Is it good?
It's bringing back. It's bringing back PTSD from when I was a child.
Oh, okay, good PTSD.
I don't know how I can ever complete that game as a child because I'm struggling as an adult.
Okay, fair dues.
And I know, and I was saying to Zoe when I was playing it, I know I completed the game because I used to have to complete it in one playthrough because I didn't have a memory card on my PS1.
You didn't have a memory card? How did you survive?
Any game I played, I had to try and finish it.
Did you have Resident Evil?
No.
I was going to say, because that is not one day, that is a save and hope for the best.
No, my brother was the Resident Evil person. Not a big fan of them. I used to watch him playing, but no, I used to have. What did I have? I only had a couple of games from the first ones. I had Metal Gear Solid, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Wild Arms.
Ready to Rumble Boxing was ace.
A Dino Crisis. Trying to play Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis is mint, mate.
Without a memory card.
I want them to do a remaster because that game is sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
My ad. So when I got mine, Tunnel B1, don't have a clue. Came with the console, my dad said. Tekken 2. Resident Evil, Alien Trilogy, and Casper.
Resident Evil, Alien Trilogy.
Yeah, I weren't allowed to play Alien Trilogy and Resident Evil. They weren't for me, they were for my dad. Until I was a little bit older, then he let me play them. So,
go from them two games
favorite console.
to Casper.
Yeah, Casper's sick. Favorite console is PS1, always will be. Don't know why. I think it's just nostalgia. But 360 is very, very close behind it because the 360 had some amazing games on it. But yeah, anyway. So hopefully the people would have seen that we've been releasing videos. A few over Christmas period. I've been trying to just not do anything and chill out a bit, but we released Matt v John, and we released MVP, or end of year review, as we renamed it. And then we hit 50 subscribers on New Year's Eve.
Woo!
Thank you everybody for subscribing. As always, like, subscribe, share, follow. And then I made my sister subscribe to us on New Year's Eve as well, so now we're on 51. But yeah, we're getting more new views on Facebook. We're getting Twitter. I'm always interacting with people on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Instagram's a bit slow. I think Instagram's one of those social medias where you just need to be constantly posting, and we're not that kind of.
I think Instagram's it's more for your lifestyle sort of community, and it's more, posting your oldies and.
If we did more like on the road stuff and we were going to shows, I think we'll probably do better on it. But because we're just obviously posting when we posted a video or some massive news that's hit, then it's not really, we don't really do anything on there. But everything else, just thank you for the last. Well, we started in April.
2 years, the week before Mania.
Yeah, and we started on YouTube in April last year. And it's just grew slowly but surely, but it's growing, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And also, if you want yourself some WWE merch, that's where we're going next. Hit the link in the description below. Help the fellas out. They've not released any new t-shirts over Christmas, but they've still got the Yeet t-shirt, Cody Rhodes, the tribute to Bray Wyatt, CM Punk's all new t-shirts, and Daddy's back. So get you something. They released an Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, which I thought was a bit random. But there are some new t-shirts. Get yourself over there. Get yourself some merch. So I can see what you're wearing already, but I'll ask you anyway. What t-shirt you wearing, bro?
A Judgment Day one.
Oh, it's not the new one, updated one with our truth on it, is it?
No. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Right. So that's Damien. That's Rhea.
Mm.
That must be Finn. That's not Dom no more. That's our truth.
That's Dom. That will always be Dom. Dom.
That's our truth. Our truth.
No, it's Dirty. It's Dirty Dom. It'll always be Dirty Dom.
They really need to cash in on the R Truth, Damien, Finn, Dirty Don, Rhea, white sticker, R Truth.
Did you see? We're getting onto Raw soon, but did you see the backstage thing between Finn, Priest, and Truth? It wasn't on TV. It was on YouTube.com. So, Finn and Damien go up to Adam Pearce and said, "Why have you put us in a tag team match for the tag titles next week?" And Adam Pearce says, "You asked for it," and they're like, "Well, we didn't ask for it." Then R-Truth comes out from nowhere and saying, "You asked for it. I asked for it. We're Judgment Day." And then Damien says it's starting to become a joke now. You're not in the Judgment Day. You can't do these things. And then he goes, "Hold up! It's not for the tag titles. It's a one-on-one match." And if they win, if one of the Creed brothers wins, they get the shot at the tag title. Oh no, sorry, Gargano or Ciampa. Sorry, it's against. If Finn beats Ciampa, they get a shot at the tag titles. And Finn was like, "Why me?" And R-Truth says, "Oh well, if you're scared of Ciampa, then DB can do it." So Finn's like, "No, I'll do it. I'm not scared of Ciampa." So then it got made for next week. It's Finn versus Ciampa. Winner faces. If Ciampa wins, then DIY face Judgment Day. But yeah,
it's the leader of Judgment Day.
I loved Raw last night. WWE is just like constantly good at the moment. I'm not bored of it. We're gonna get into World's End at the moment because the way it all ended is the way we thought it would end. But I thought the execution was very wrong the way they did it. My personal opinion, anyway. But we'll talk about it in a minute. I'm wearing a New Day t-shirt.
New Day.
I really want Big E to come back. I just don't think he will.
Well, we had a bit of a conversation last night when we was watching Raw, me and Zoe, about Big E.
Mm.
Perfect time for his return. Royal Rumble.
Yeah, definitely.
Royal Rumble. Obviously bring him in. It doesn't have to do much. Put somebody out. Throw have like Kaiser and Vinci throw Kofi out, and Big E comes to the save and chucks both of them out, but then Gunther throws Big E out. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Building that story there.
I've got a couple of things we want to go over.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is the leaked Royal Rumble card and matches. Now, we did one last year, it leaked, and it was nothing like it said it was going to be. But I wanted your opinion on it. I want to talk about Raw last night with The Rock returning. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. With The Rock returning last night. Spoiler alert, I put it in just before I said that.
Wow.
And then
He is sat behind me.
Well, yes, to be fair, he's give it away there, so there's no point really. No CM Punk again this week. Part-timer. Which I'm very surprised about considering it was day one. I thought they would have cashed in on the CM Punk being there and more views kind of thing. But
I think obviously because of Dwayne being there, they want to overshadow CM Punk.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So, where shall we start? Should we start World's End? Should we start AEW? It's been a couple of weeks since we did an actual talk about everything, so we'll talk about World's End. We'll go over the card. We're not going to go into it because I've not actually watched the full event. I watched the main event, and I watched Adam Copeland. Sorry for AEW. Adam Copeland versus Christian. I watched on something I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you after. What was it? World's End. It looks like because I've not been following AEW over the past couple of weeks because I've not really been. Nothing's dragged me towards it. To be fair, there's nothing that's intrigued me. I've kept up with results. I've looked at it on TikTok and stuff, but I've not watched anything. So, to be fair, I forgot they had a pay-per-view. So, dead quick, we'll run down the card. They had 3 pre-show matches. They had Willow versus Chris Statlander. Willow beat Chris Statlander. Killswitch won Battle Royal for a future AEW TNT Championship match. Last eliminated Trent Barretta, which comes into play later. Hook defeated Wheeler Yuta for the FTW Championship. By the way, Wheeler Yuta's one of his top 5 games of the year was AEW Fight Forever. I don't think he plays video games at all. No one else is on the roster that they posted. Add AEW in there.
No.
And then you had Blackpool Combat Club, Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia that defeated Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh.
That was the Continental Classic, wasn't it? The gold and blue brackets team together.
Correct. You had Miro defeat Andrade in Andrade's last match in AEW. He's obviously going back to WWE, which we all expect to happen.
Yeah, and you know what though? It's not a big loss. That it really isn't, because
I don't think it is. I was saying it to one of the lads in the group chat the other day that when AEW started, everyone was bragging about these guys like Miro, like Andrade, like Malachi, and people like that coming over to AEW, and Keith Lee being one of them, and becoming the champion and showing that they can be main eventers. Not one of them, I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing Keith Lee do anything bar a tag title run. Andrade I've seen do nothing. Miro I've seen with a TNT title every now and again when he feels like he's on TV. And obviously we know Malachi's been trios, so I mean House of Black are on week in, week out, so that's fair enough.
I think though, if you look back on Andrade though, let's say going back to WWE, I wouldn't be overly excited to return there either, because you look at his main roster run.
I just like him though. I've always been a fan of him.
I'm a fan of him.
I've always been a fan of him. So when he comes back, I'll be excited. Whether it's going to be a carrying cross and it's like the crowd goes mild kind of thing is a different story. We'll see.
I'm a fan of him. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of him from back NXT days, but he hasn't done anything in a long time since NXT to make me go, oh yeah, he's going back there. It's going to be really good. And you know what? I think his language barrier holds him back a little bit. I think that's what kills him off. He relies on someone, like, he can't go back. They can't strip Zelina Vega out of the LWO just to put him before Andrade.
No, but they could. This is the issue now you've got, because do you turn Zelina heel and have Andrade join Santos, but then Santos gets overshadowed by Andrade? Do you pull a Zelina out of the LWO and put him with Andrade? Do you find someone else to handle Andrade?
Or do you pull Andrade into the LWO to represent LWO while Ray's injured and take on Santos?
Potentially, that's a good point, because obviously, yeah, like you said, Ray's not there. It's a good point, and you could do and then have him turn eventually when Ray's back. It's something to do there. Considering the LWO are on SmackDown. Charlotte's on SmackDown. I know Charlotte's out for about 9 months, but when she returns, if she's not been drafted, she'll be on SmackDown, so it makes sense.
It'd be interesting to see what he does. If Triple H, anybody's going to
definitely.
get the best out of him, it's with Triple H because Triple H got the best out of him in NXT.
Definitely. It's under new regime now, isn't it? So, timeless Tony Storm defeated Rio. I don't see the big deal about Rio.
No.
I don't see why Tony Khan's massive on her. With Shida, I can do. When I watch Shida in the ring, I really like Shida. But Rio, when I watched her, I've not been off my feet about her.
I'll have to fact check myself on this one. I might be wrong. But if memory serves me right, Kenny Omega back in New Japan, I don't think it was New Japan, it might have been before New Japan, he wrestled a young kid in the ring. It was a young girl. And I think, I might be well wrong here, but I think it might be Rio. Kenny Omega's brought Rio in to AEW. So he had a big influence in the female side of it.
Okay.
I need a fact check on that one because I could be really wrong at being real. But yeah, I can remember them being really, really excited about Rio, going on about how young she is and stuff like that.
Just seeing if it said it on our Wikipedia page, but anyone can edit Wikipedia, so probably not. Then we have in a match that's totally random, unless I've missed something. Swerve defeated Dustin Rhodes.
It was meant to take on Keith Lee. Keith Lee didn't get cleared to compete.
Injured again.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sex Gods, Jericho and Sammy. Apparently, Jericho forgave Sammy for everything. Team of Sting and Darby.
I think, obviously, with the news of Kenny Omega.
Yeah. Defeated Ricky Starks, Big Bill, the tag team champions. The Don Callis
They still
family.
got that.
Yeah. Anyway, we move on. Julia Hart defeated Abaddon. I've said that about 4 times. I probably said it all the same. In a house rules match for the AEW TBS title. Biting is legal, apparently. Cool. Adam Copeland defeated Christian Cage by pinfall in a quality match. I really enjoyed it. And then Christian Cage defeated Adam Copeland. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it took Kill Switch's future opportunity off him and cashed it in and then pinned him again.
Yeah. Kill Switch needs to stop being a little bitch. Eddie Kingston defeated John Moxley to win the is it the Continental Championship?
He is a Triple Crown champion right now.
AKA the Intercontinental Championship. No,
so he's now
it was
New
a good
Japan
match.
Strong.
Yeah, so I don't get this I thought you were only a Triple Crown champion. A Triple Crown champion if you've held the company's 3 main titles. Am I wrong or right? So that would be, if that's true, then it'd be the AEW World title, the TNT title, and then, but surely the International Championship would be in there.
I think, because of the connection with New Japan on these titles as well, I think there's New Japan do it slightly different. I think we hold 3 belts. You class as a triple. Hey, I say cripple. Triple Crown champion.
All right. Eddie Kingston's a cripple, everyone. You heard it here first.
No. So yeah, I think that's why it's classed as. I do think WWE Triple Crown is you hold the major titles. Yeah. But I think obviously because they're connected with New Japan, because he's got to represent this
and Ring of Honor
belts and Ring of Honor. Because he's a champion across 3 different promotions. I'm surprised it was Eddie. I'll be really honest. I think I said a couple of weeks back when Punk returned to WWE, I was having a bad week because I thought Eddie was going to lose his titles as well. But then I think logically, Mox has got a little girl. Can he be bothered travelling back and forth to Japan every couple of weeks to defend the title, plus be on Ring of Honor, plus be on AEW, plus probably come to the UK? Probably not.
Yeah. And then Samoa Joe defeated MJF by an awful finish, in my point of view. I just thought it was just it was by submission and put him to sleep. which is Samoa Joe all over, which is completely fine.
I'm glad Joe's champion.
I've got no issues with Joe's champion at all. I'm happy Joe's champion. My issue comes with the story that's with it now. So, and then we saw at the end, Adam Cole comes out. MJF's like, please don't do it to the Devils or whatever they're called. And then lights go off. Lights come back on. Adam Cole sat in a chair, looks at him, and Roderick Strong hits the knee on MJF. And then he holds up the devil mask and then goes off. I don't like how it was executed, personally.
I think their arms were twisted on the way they executed this. He's not in a good way, MJF.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, was it after I don't know if it's a press conference or he spoke somewhere afterwards. You can't lift his arm up over his head.
It was a press conference after the last pay-per-view. Can't remember what it was.
He's struggling with something wrong with his back, something wrong with his ribs. He's in a bad way. And I think they had to put... You can't write MJ off to go get better and then pick up on a storyline that is this big. They had to pull the trigger on it, and I think it's probably been pulled a little bit early. Because I think, in my head, they would have probably unmasked each one of the members first.
Yeah.
And then unmasked Cole at a later date when Cole's fit. Like a match with MJF and that there. Question. Which one of them is the Ring of Honor tag teams champions?
The Kingdom.
What about Roddy Strong and Wardlow?
Nah, I think it's the other two.
I'm glad Wardlow's in there.
Yeah, I guess I'm happy Wardlow's got something to do now and he's not taking on randoms. No,
glad Wardlow's in there. I'm not too sure about the Kingdom. I like the Kingdom, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Mike Bennett. Roddy Strong.
Yeah, I know. I liked Roddy Strong.
We called it from the day it was first turned up.
Yeah, we did. It was obvious. Like, I know at one point we were going, it could be Britt Baker, it could be this, it could be that. Yeah, it was always.
It'd be good. It'd be good though if you do bring Britt into it.
But I always thought Adam Cole wanted the title. That was the whole point of it.
That's why. That's what's making me think they've had to pull the trigger early. I don't think Joe was meant to get a title, but I think MJF's got in such a bad way.
But then again, wouldn't you have the Kingdom cost MJF the title? Not the Kingdom, sorry, the Devils, all of them. Obviously, Adam Cole can't do much, but wouldn't you get Wardlow or the other three to come in and do something to cost him rather than just Joe winning by submission?
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I didn't like about it, because then I just thought it was dead random the way they did it.
They sort of touched on Dynamite in the midweek with Joe turning his back on him and the Devil putting it's been a pleasure working with you.
Yeah.
So they sort of touched on it. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see where it goes now. I'm happy Adam's back on TV, whether he's in the crutches or not. But if he's got to use a crutch to get about, swap it for like a walking stick, because you can't take him serious as a mean leader of a group on crutches.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I agree. But we'll see where it goes now. Obviously, there's quite a few.
Yeah,
it's quite a talent.
Is MJF still in AEW?
Yeah, 100% work.
Because he's been removed off the internal roster list.
It's 100% work, mate.
Not just the website, the internal roster list as well.
Yeah, I know. That's a work. That's a work.
I agree. We said it ages ago that he signed a contract already. It was done and dusted. I liked what he put on is it his website or someone's website? He typed up on. He did a full thing about everything he thought about pro wrestling and his time in AEW. I really liked it. I thought it was genuine and into the heart. I've not seen it, I'll have to get it up. But it's very long-winded, so I suggest you just go on Twitter and if you've not seen it.
Yeah, I think it's the right time, though.
To be fair.
I think it's the right time for MJF to go off TV for a little while, whether he was injured or not.
He's going for shoulder surgery, so...
I think he needed a break. I do think people are getting fed up with his character.
That's what he said on that thing as well. He said, "I get obviously the business changes, and the people were getting. I felt like people were getting fed up of the reign. You could tell. So
John Cena Royal Rumble return for MJF.
Yeah, MJF returns at the Royal Rumble. I like it. Cool.
I always say the edge of the cutting news.
You heard it first. Right, let's go to Raw. We might as well. SmackDown's on fire at the moment as well. We've got SmackDown New Year's Revolution. I think they're doing a bit of what AEW do and just name the TV.
Yeah, I think they've got copyright nail holdings for all these names, and they're just like, well, we're not using them. Let's cash in on them.
Yeah, because they do it with NXT have them all as well. I kind of liked it though. I liked the day one thing. I liked how they made it seem important. The start of the year with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, and at the start of the show, telling everybody what was coming up and stuff, and the rumor of a returning champion, which we'll get into soon. But I should have had Jinder Mahal behind me, shouldn't I? I've just realised. But it started off with something we've not seen in a while that didn't get blurred out, which I'm very surprised about. So the night started off with Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax, a match that's years in the making. They showed the video package of when Becky got her nose broke, blood all coming down her, and normally on every TV show, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, it's grayed out. It's always grayed out unless it's on a pay-per-view, then it's not. This time round, it wasn't grayed out, it was full colour. And then she got busted open on TV, and normally they go straight to grey. They didn't, and they left it. And it has been noted by a few people, well, a lot of people online, saying WWE appears to have altered its policy on blood in wrestling matches. Ringside News provided a comprehensive coverage, apparently, of Raw. I was going to stay up and do a stream, but I was knackered. Dave Meltzer mentioned on Wrestling Observer Radio that WWE was changing stance regarding the use of blood in matches. In the past, they were being quite cautious about showcasing blood, typically reserving it for a special occasion, like matches involving Brock Lesnar. However, during the episode in question, WWE not only allowed blood, but also drew attention to it, using terms like bloodbath during the match, which hasn't been done for years. I think you can safely say Vince is no longer anywhere near that creative. He's nowhere near it because the programming has been so good in terms of build up a Punk, build up a Cody Rhodes, build up a Jey Uso, the tag team of Judgment Day getting the push they're getting. Gunther, obviously, that was under Triple H when he started because Vince was going to get rid of Gunther. We knew that. The women's division's being showcased more on both shows. So I'm liking that, and I'm liking the fact that they're doing a bit more with blood. It doesn't need to be not obsessive. What's the word? Overused, like John Moxley. They don't need to do that. But I like it.
Rumor killer Moxley returning at the Royal Rumble. He's just gonna bleed everybody and win. No, I think it used in the right way, and I think last night was a pivotal or a point in that where obviously they've been banging on about how if it weren't for Nia breaking her nose, the man would never have been born, and obviously they needed, I think that needed a bit of blood again. To be honest, I switched it on at that point as that match was ending, and I thought she broke her nose again.
Yeah, I did.
But then the camera changed again, and you seen it was coming out of her mouth. I think this is it's to try to build and try and bring back the man's popularity run again, leading into Royal Rumble. But yeah, blood would be good.
Agreed.
It's needed. I think a few more, like, if they're going to do some sort of like hardcore matches and stuff again, like we just need to move away from it just being kendo sticks and tables.
Yeah, tables. I agree. We also got the main event of Seth Rollins. I'm obviously going to get into everything else, but Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, which was a fantastic main event. And I know you've not watched it yet, so I don't know whether you know who wins. Okay, cool. So we won't get into any more of that.
Don't do it.
Okay,
Do it,
cool.
do it,
Drew McIntyre won. No, he didn't. Seth Rollins won. Damian Priest came out towards the end, and this is where I'm going with Damian Priest because this makes me think my mind has changed on Damian Priest. Damian Priest came out towards the end of the match to cash in Money in the Bank with help from Dom. It's always Dom that comes to help him, no one else. As he
needs
comes,
to bring our truth. He'll be successful. He brings our truth.
And JD McDonough. As
No,
he's given the brief,
he's not in Judgment Day no
he's
more.
still in it now. He's still in it. Gives the briefcase to the referee to say cashing it in. Drew comes out from nowhere and claymores Priest. Drew gets back in the ring, goes for a claymore, misses, stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth wins. My thought on Priest now has completely changed. I think Drew's going to beat him for that Money in the Bank.
Well, I have my own theories. Obviously,
okay.
Let's just get the big guy out of the room. He's literally sitting behind me. Obviously, Dwayne's return last night as well, but we'll touch a bit more on that in a bit more depth in a second.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we have this conundrum. We sort of know, well, we're all guessing, and it seems pretty obvious that CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. It's going to go on for Seth at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, Dwayne returning back last night. Are we getting Dwayne and Roman at Mania? Or, if that's the case, how does Cody finish the story? And this is where my alternative to yours come in, is I feel Damian and Cody will end up having a match for the Money in the Bank briefcase on night 1. Night 2 main event, be Roman, The Rock. And Cody cashes in after The Rock beats Roman. Non-title match.
Okay. I've got a different way of doing it. Because they're in Perth for Elimination Chamber. I reckon it's Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber.
I think it might be that, but then it's sort of... For the reason it's not going to be that is... That's too big of a match just to have at Elimination Chamber.
I don't think it is.
I think, or alternate that is it Cody Roman somehow at Elimination Chamber? Rock costs Roman the title that then leads to the match at Mania.
But then that doesn't give Rock the head of the table.
No, but that's what takes it to the Mania then. The head of the table match, the tribal warfare at Mania.
Oh, then Cody faces someone else.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I think it's going to be Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber. I've got a leaked WrestleMania card as well. That's apparently been done. I'll share that in a minute along with the Royal Rumble one. My thought was Rock and Roman. Roman wins because let's face it, Roman's going to win. If it's an Elimination Chamber, no matter who's facing, Roman's winning. Because it's going to be Cody finishing the story at WrestleMania. Cody wins, beats Roman at WrestleMania. Everyone's happy. Night 1, Drew's beat Damian for the Money in the Bank.
Right.
And Drew cashes in on Cody as the last thing you see at WrestleMania. Night 2 is Drew McIntyre holding the title up in front of the crowd that he was supposed to do at WrestleMania 36. Never did. He holds it up, crowd booing, or probably cheering because it's WrestleMania and they're very indifferent. And then we get Cody Drew for the undisputed title on SmackDown. I would rather see that program than see Rock winning or Roman and Rock at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Roman and Rock. I wanted to see Rock and Roman last year. I wanted to see it then.
If Drew takes the Money in the Bank briefcase, I personally think he'll cash in the winner of Seth CM Punk. Just because of the promo stuff he's been doing. You know, he was it last week, he was applauding Seth for being one of the people backstage who's not buying into the whole Punk thing. Yeah. And his promos and stuff like that. So I would say the promo sort of stuff is like he's hinting at the, you know, people coming in and getting shots before him and all that sort of crap. So do we have obviously Punk's annoyingly, he's going to win the title at Mania against Seth. But then do we have Drew spoiling everybody else's night, like his night was spoiled by coming out and cashing in on CM Punk and taking the title from him instantly?
Well, I can see it. My theory was that Cody was the one that brought Jay to Raw, and he immediately hated Cody for it.
I get it.
Jay obviously got the shot against Seth. Obviously, Drew had the shot against Seth first at Crown Jewel, and then Jay had another one, and then Jay had one, and then Drew's just had one. I'd rather. I'm not being biased. I'd rather see it go the way of Drew cashing in on Cody because it gives SmackDown something. Although, with what's happening on SmackDown with Karrion Kross, I'd like to see Karrion Kross get a push towards the main event with AOP by his side.
And that would make more sense with the squeaky clean Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. But I'm kind of torn because I do want Karrion Kross going that way towards the title push. But then I also want to see Drew with the main championship, not the world title. I want to see him with the undisputed title. So I'm torn with both. So anyway, but let's talk about the big return. We've been speaking about him anyway. Jinder Mahal returned to TV, even though he's been on TV.
I'm not even gonna lie, mate. I nearly turned it off. I lifted the control up to turn it off, and then something inside was
obvious
like,
what was going to happen.
The way he was talking, right now the Rock's coming, and I did say to Zoe that the big return will be Dwayne.
So we were talking in the group chat before it, and I was saying there's a couple of options. It could have been Brock because it's leading up to the Rumble, and Brock, no doubt, is going to go after Gunther for the Intercontinental title for some weird, strange reason. Big E return.
Just put that in there.
I think it's Gunther. I think it's set in stone that it's going to be Gunther because it gives Gunther something to do as well. And Brock's never won the Intercontinental title. Or if Gunther beats Brock, it's massive.
Yeah, true.
Sasha, Mercedes money, but there's things come out today that she's closer to signing with AEW than WWE at the moment because she wants more than Charlotte Flair in money terms, and WWE won't give her. And then Rock was the other one. So then I cancelled out Big E because I just don't think he's coming back. I think he's
Royal Rumble. If he's coming back, Royal Rumble.
Well, I think he's done. I don't think he's wrestling ever again. From what Xavier Woods keeps dropping hints all over, up, down. Mercedes Moné, I did until it came out last night that she's close to signing with AEW now. So I was like, well, that's off the cards. Brock never, unless he's winning a title somewhere down the line or winning the Rumble, he don't normally come in for the Rumble to have a match against some randomer. He's always facing someone for a title or in the Royal Rumble match. So then it was down to one person, and it was Brock. And then when Jinder Mahal came out, it was that way. It's the Rock, innit? Yeah,
like I said to you before we came online on the record, I don't think it was meant to go on as long as it did. I don't think Jinder.
He swore a lot, did the Rock?
Yeah, but then they beeped out when they called him an asshole.
Well, they did very well because AEW don't. Last time, Christian said, "I know we don't care, but obviously, when you say it on network TV, you're not allowed to, and you bleep it out." AEW did it like 10 minutes later, so they did very well. But no, I liked it. I thought that the promo was really good between him and Jinder. I do like Jinder. I say I do like Jinder. I tolerate Jinder. I don't mind him. I don't want him to win the title, don't get me wrong. When he won the title, it made me piss myself because everyone was so angry, it made me laugh. And then I was a Jinder fan then. I was going to buy the modern day Maharaja t-shirt just to piss people off, but I never did.
It annoyed me. It really annoyed me when he won it. There was no point in him winning.
Oh, right, when he won it. Oh, yeah.
It just didn't make no sense him winning it. But then I sort of got on board. And then I got on board, and I was sort of like, okay. And then Drew won his title, and I was like, he's going to win a title. It's written in stars now. 3MB are all going to hold a title at some point. He's never won his title. And he's got kids in it.
He won the tag titles. Even in Impact, he's never held the Impact title. Just realised. Anyway, yeah, he came out, obviously did the promo. talked shit about Jinder, and then his last bit of promo was he wants to go out after Raw
to get himself some dinner. Rock's going to go out and get himself some dinner.
I thought he was talking about a pie because he likes pie, does a Rock.
Yeah, I thought he was going down that road.
I thought that's where he was going with it.
Yeah.
And then when he said, "Should I sit in the?" When he said "sit," I went, "I know where this is going. This is mental."
Yeah, he's like, "Do a sit in a booth. Do a sit at the bar."
Yeah, the Rock likes to sit in. The Rock likes that at the bar, and then he says, "Oh, do I sit at the head of the table?" And the crowd went mental.
My little brain exploded.
Everyone exploded. Asante had a bit of an explosion. I'll tell you that.
I need to watch Santi's later.
And Wheezy Blonde. If you've watched Wheezy Blonde as well on there, she's good. There's one I don't like. I can't remember his name. I'll tell you after it because if we do anything with anyone, but I don't like.
I do like Santi. If you are scoping out the competition, we're not. Let's be friends. I really like Santi's app. I really do.
Yeah, Santi's app says I like his content on YouTube as well. I think it's really good. Yeah, it was a good Raw. There was a tag match that got stopped because Vinci got injured. He smacked his head off the mat and knocked himself out cold between Kaiser, Vinci, Kofi.
Kofi kicked him in the head first.
He freaking did, didn't he? Have you seen it? Who was his tag partner?
Jay.
Jey Uso, of course it was. Yeah.
Just on Kofi, why did Kofi not have his gear?
I don't know. I don't think he either he had something with him or he just wanted to I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, it looked like he lost his
Should we see if he's got anything on his Twitter about it? Let's have a look. Sorry, X. People having a go at me now. I don't think he did though, but it was dead weird because he just came out in shorts, didn't he?
Yeah, and black knee pads.
Yeah, it was
it's like he forgot his gear or lost his gear. And got to the arena and was like, I haven't got anything. And Jey Uso's going, I've got some shorts, some pads.
Yeah. Borrow some. Apparently I can't get in, so I can't find out. Yeah, Vinci, there's no word on Vinci at the moment. I think
he's confirmed he's injured. He's confirmed he's injured.
Is it? Okay,
that.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, he got a mighty boot from Kofi and then landed on his head. Big concussion. He was walking off afterwards. Didn't stretch him out. He walked off around the ring. I knew it was an injury because they never panned in. I knew it was a serious injury, not a kayfabe injury, should we say, because they didn't go to him at all while the doctors were checking him over. And like Jey Uso and Kofi playing off, they like mega pissed off at the match that he stopped. Could obviously give them time, but I do think because of that, obviously we got a little bit more of Jinder in The Rock than we probably would have got.
I agree. I think that's probably what nudged it over the edge. Was that match being cut short? Obviously, we had Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile, which was a fantastic match. And I really thought
Ivy Nile put on a really good show of herself last night.
Yeah, she really did. I thought she did really well in there with Rhea, considering she's smaller than Rhea, but also built. She's like a cross between Scott Steiner. It was like Scott Steiner and somebody else has had a baby and pushed out Ivy Nile. Honestly, it's weird. But she was good in NXT, to be fair, Ivy Nile with the Creed brothers. All three of them are quality. Damon Kemp as well, who was in Diamond Mine at the time. He's very good as well, but he's obviously still in NXT. And then you had Natalya and Tegan Knox versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark because, we need Shayna Baszler in another tag team. And Shayna and Zoe obviously won. So, very good Raw. I enjoyed it. And we obviously had the Awesome Truth reunite against the Judgment Day. Which I was not expecting. The Awesome Truth obviously beat Dom and JD, giving Dom a loss there. JD, it's not good. It's not good.
Truth giving Miz the old Shawn Michaels Ric Flair treatment.
Yeah, I'm not happy there. So yeah, very good Raw. Oh, obviously we had the Cody and Shinsuke stuff, and we're getting Shinsuke and Cody next week.
Are we?
Cool. Wow, yeah. Shinsuke probably attacks him from behind. So that's Raw.
The promo was brilliant, by the way. I just want to touch on it. The whole anime stuff in it was just fantastic. It works really, really well. And I'm loving that he speaks Japanese in the promos when he's doing them. Obviously, the one before Christmas, he obviously spoke in English. But that one was all in Japanese. And I know the subtitles, but I'm liking it.
Yeah, Triple H is really letting Shinsuke just do his thing, and I'm liking it because it's absolute quality. We've obviously got SmackDown coming up. We've got NXT New Year's Evil tonight. Trick versus Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
Is the main event, which should be good. Obviously, Ilya probably win. Carmelo Hayes will turn on Trick, as we're all expecting. Then SmackDown New Year's Revolution. We are going to see the debut on main TV from Tyler Bate. By the looks of things, Butch is looking for a tag team partner. Ridge Holland has gone over to NXT. Now, Butch is on his own. Hopefully, he's going to go back to Pete Dunne. But Butch is looking for a tag team partner to face Pretty Deadly. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Bate. The main event is AJ versus Orton versus LA Knight. The winner earns an undisputed WWE Universal Championship match at the Royal Rumble against Roman Reigns. It's probably going to be Randy Orton. Io Sky faces someone totally different for the women's title in Meet Him. I'm happy Mia Yim's getting some TV time. It's someone different. You've got the finals of the US title tournament against Kevin Owens and Santos Escobar. Logan Paul is also going to be there. Roman is apparently going to be there, but I don't think he will, to be quite honest with you.
I think he might do answer back The Rock. Reach more into that a little bit more.
I don't think they will just yet. I think they'll probably do it. I think Orton will probably say something about it leading up to the Rumble, and that's when they'll do it. As far as I know, there was rumours he was going to be there, but WWE have got nothing on the website about him. It's all Solo and Jimmy. There's nothing to do with Roman. So we'll see. Be a nice surprise if he is there and says something about The Rock. I'd like that. But that's SmackDown. That's NXT. Dynamite. What have we got? We're coming up with Dynamite. This is how out of touch with AEW I am at the moment.
I'll be really honest. I'm out of touch with everything. Like you said earlier on, I took this time off. I've been really busy, to be honest, over time over Christmas, and I've neglected wrestling a bit like yourself. I've checked on what's going on. I've not watched anything until last night, but I'm going to make a conscious effort this week to try and catch up on everything, including Dynamite.
We've got this week. Is this week? January 2nd. Yeah, this is it. We've got Maria May's AEW in-ring debut. Keep on your seats for that one. Orange Cassidy versus Dante Martin for the AEW International Championship. Again, stay on your feet for that one.
And potential good match, that, mate. Potentially.
I don't know. I can't remember Dante Martin. Which one's Dante Martin?
He's a high flyer. I'm trying to think.
Yes, I do know he is.
He got injured in that match against the Ray Phoenix.
He did. Also, Ric Flair says WWE's very political right now without Vince McMahon. Okay, Rick. Cool. No one cares what you think. But that's AEW. There's nothing else been announced. Obviously, they'll have the fallout with the Devil and MJF. See what happens there. MJF's probably not going to be mentioned pretty much on TV for a bit.
It's at a weird stage at the moment, AEW, because they've got quite a few crucial talent injured.
Yeah.
Don't even have return dates on some people either. Got a lot of people off TV, taking time away. So the Young Bucks taking time away. Obviously, Kenny's on the injury list indefinitely. If there's a I think it's a 50-50 chance he may never wrestle again as well.
Who's that, sorry?
Kenny Omega.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard
which I really hope's not true. Obviously, MJF's off.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole, he's going to be on TV, but he's not going to be wrestling. Mr. Britt Baker. It's a bit of a funny stage at the moment for AEW. They're going to be relying heavily on the likes of Mox, Eddie Kingston, Daniel Bryan, Adam Copeland, Christian,
Done.
to get the through the TV.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit of a slog, I think, for him. Hangman Page has been missing as well for a while, so he hasn't been on TV, I don't think, since
the death match, wasn't it? Oh no, he's been. Yeah, he has been after that. He has been after that. Only a couple of times though, nothing major. Right, I have the leaked Royal Rumble match card and who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Now we did one of these last year. The men's was very close to what they said, apart from it had Matt Cardona in it. The women's, I think, was dead on by one or two who must have got injured or something around the time, but it was very close to being dead on. So this is the match card that is apparently put in stone for going into the Royal Rumble. We have the Women's Royal Rumble match kicks off the show, which we'll get into who's in that in a minute. We have Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the US title. We have Io Sky versus Shotzi for the women's title. We have Judgment. It's the only one she's not faced for the title yet. She's faced Bianca. She's faced Charlotte. Who else was in that War Games match? Shotzi. Oh, and Becky. She's not faced Becky, obviously, because Becky's on Raw. Judgment Day versus the Creed Brothers for the tag titles, which means the Creed Brothers, if Creed Brothers win next week, you know. Oh, no, it's not Creed Brothers. It's Ciampa and Gargano, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And then Roman versus Orton, and then the men's Royal Rumble match. So, the leaked women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I was just going to say, do the crucial things of it, obviously, like any surprise names, who's going in first and second, 30.
There's 2 surprise names, and the rest are all just a part of the WWE.
So who's going in first and second?
Becky and Nia. Makes sense.
Yeah.
They're in a feud.
Who's going in 30th?
So in 30th, Sasha Banks.
Okay. So this service leak. This is confidence that they're going to sign her back.
Yeah. So this was leaked back in. This was on Boxing Day. This was leaked.
Right.
So this is the full list from top to bottom. So 1 and 2, Becky and Nia. You have Zoe Stark, Chelsea Green, Meet Jim, Raquel Rodriguez, who I don't think will be there considering what she's told everyone last night. She's got an issue. Bianca Belair, Katana Chance, Tiffany Stratton from NXT, Indy Hartwell. The one that's not in WWE, which I read this morning, could be going to AEW, Deonna Purrazzo, because she's finished with Impact. Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Isla Dawn, Bayley, Tegan Knox, Kaden Carter, Alba Fire, Candice LeRae, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, Ivy Nile, Nikki Cross, Kairi Sane, Piper Niven, Jade Cargill in 26, Xia Li, Asuka, Liv Morgan makes a return, and Sasha Banks at 30. Sasha Banks on here says runner-up.
Who's the winner?
Who do you think it is?
Becky Lynch.
No. Bayley.
Ooh. No, I wouldn't be upset with that. Would not be upset.
I wouldn't. I'd absolutely love it. So that's the women's. The men's, 1 and 2. Can you guess who?
Cody.
No.
Gunther.
No. Jey Uso's number 1. Can you guess who number 2 is?
Kaiser.
No, Solo.
Ooh.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I thought you would have got that straight away. I'm well surprised you didn't.
You know, the joke is, I think I've seen this because he's having a bit of a story with Kofi and the Imperium at the moment.
Okay. Ricochet, Grayson Waller, Shinsuke Nakamura, X-Pac, which I'd absolutely pop for if that happens. JD McDonough, Austin Theory, Karrion Kross, Cody Rhodes at number 10. Finn, R-Truth, Carmelo Hayes, Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, Bobby Lashley, Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, AJ Styles at 20. Drew, The Miz, Dragon Lee, Dirty Dom, Rhea Ripley at 25. They always have a big women in. They had Nia Jax, and then who did they have last year?
I've been calling for it for a long time, mate. I'm on board with that.
You have. Sheamus makes his return at 26.
Okay.
Jimmy Uso, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Gunther. Who's the runner-up?
Gunther.
Nope.
It's Cody Rhodes.
Yep. Who's the winner?
R-Truth.
Yes. How did you know? CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble. So that's leaked. From what we've heard now, Sasha and Deonna looks like they're going to AEW, which, by the way, would be massive pickups for them for their women's division. Deonna especially, and obviously Mercedes Money, and we know she's massive, but Deonna going there as well gives them a massive push. Because she's done amazing in Impact, and she does more credit than what she gets. If she comes to WWE, I'll be well happy. But I just think because of her dealings last time in NXT and stuff, it is under Triple H though now, so she might think, it's going to be better. I don't know. Obviously, Jade Gargill's there as well at 26. It doesn't say when they all get eliminated. I'm guessing Nia and Becky eliminate each other. I'm guessing Chelsea carries on her getting in the ring and then getting knocked out straight away because it's Chelsea's thing now.
And going R-Truth eliminates the Judgment Day. Or by accident.
I reckon he eliminates Dom and JD by accident. I don't think Finn or Priest.
No, I think not necessarily Priest. Maybe Finn, Dom, and JD by accident. Like he falls into the rope and pulls it down, and they go over.
It wouldn't surprise me because Truth comes out after Finn. But I do see Finn, R-Truth eliminating Dom and JD.
Yeah, like R-Truth climbing over the rope to get in, and he pulled the rope down to get in, and someone's Irish whips Dom, and he goes over.
Kofi, it says here with Xavier Woods, no Big E. Obviously, if Big E's returning, they're not going to put it on a leaked document. They'll keep it as a secret. X-Pac, obviously, like I said, I'll pop if that happens. Karrion Kross will probably have AOP with him. By the way, I can't wait for AOP to return. I absolutely love them as a tag team.
They were bossing in NXT.
And it absolutely gives Karrion Kross something to do. Apparently, it's someone else. Someone's returning as a manager with him.
It's Paul Ellering.
I thought he passed away, didn't he? Am I wrong there? Is it someone else that has passed away? I thought it's Paul Ellering. So that's the leaked Royal Rumble. Now, I've got a leaked WrestleMania card. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I got sent it the other day, so I thought we'll talk about it. It's not a night 1, night 2 or anything like that. It's just a full card. So we'll start off at the bottom and work our way to the top. So we've got Creed Brothers versus Imperium for the undisputed tag team titles. If anyone's going to win them, it's Creed Brothers.
Yeah, but Imperium.
Yeah, I can see
DIY. Heel DIY.
Potentially, but I can see Imperium because of Gunther.
Because
if Gunther wins, beats, because it's I'll tell you now, Gunther's matches on here is Brock Lesnar for the Intercontinental title. Gunther wins, you're gonna have to have something strong for Imperium because it's just gonna look like Gunther's. I know it does now, but
I
make it look strong.
Personally, feel Imperium's run its course.
I do, but I'd rather see him. I don't know. I'm torn with them two at the moment with Gunther. Bianca versus Liv in a tables match. So something's going to happen there by the looks of things. This one you're not going to like. Sami Zayn versus Omos.
Why?
Omos
is even in the Royal Rumble.
Well, maybe he cost Sami Zayn the Rumble. Casey and Caden versus Chelsea and Piper versus Zelina and Meacham versus Isla and Alba for the women's tag titles.
Sorry, I'm still stuck with almost Sami Zayn, mate. How to kill Sami Zayn's buzz. That's going to be his return, potentially, as well.
Well, not really. We said it about Seth at Backlash. And Seth made Omos look amazing. And Seth won. And it's Triple H, Vince.
I just don't know how that works out. I don't know.
We said it. Yeah, we said it about Rollins as well, didn't we? Jay versus Jimmy in tribal combat. Although
I think that was.
I can't see it being
that.
tribal combat.
No.
AJ versus Carl Anderson versus Luke Gallows. So the implosion of Good Brothers. I can see happening because of what happened on SmackDown between them all. AJ kind of hinting that Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows didn't even message him or see if he was okay, and he gave him the cold shoulder and walked off. Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar in a Lucha City street fight.
Sponsored by Cinnamon Crunch.
Crunchy like Cocoa Pops or something. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, Money in the Bank ladder match.
Maybe.
AOP and Karrion Kross versus the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley and Camilo Hayes, it says here as well. That'd make it a 4-on-3.
It'd also be heel against heel.
With Bobby Lashley, Profits, a babyface on SmackDown. No matter what happens, they cannot get Profits and Lashley booed. It's mental. You would have thought Bobby Lashley, you can get him as a heel. They just want to cheer him. It's weird. And it's the Street Profits. They're the nicest tag team in the world next to New Day. Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa. Can see happening.
Yeah, Solo costing him at Royal Rumble.
These are all matches I can see happening now up from here. Logan versus LA Knight, and you'll like this one. United States Championship Crunchy Peanut Butter Snickers Crunch match.
Fucking hell.
Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the women's world title.
Ooh.
I think that's where they were going always with that. Because they've had interactions backstage but never faced each other. I think that's where they're going with it at WrestleMania. Rhea versus Becky.
I'll be torn come predictions if that's the one.
Yeah, same.
They're my favourite two then.
Io versus Bayley versus Dakota. No, not Dakota. Sorry. Io versus Bayley with Dakota. Iron women's championship. I'd like it. Not an Iron women match though. Gunther versus Brock for the Intercontinental title. Seth versus Punk for the world title, and Roman versus Cody for the Undisputed Championship I Quit match.
Ooh, I Quit. Not on them for a few years, have we?
So out of them all, I can see happening: Roman Cody, Seth Punk, Gunther Lesnar, Io and Bayley, Rhea and Becky, Logan and LA Knight, Orton and Solo, Rey Mysterio and Santos as well. But Finn's not on there. Dom.
Nah, Judgment Day will have something.
Kevin Owens isn't on there.
When I'll be 2 manias in a row, Kevin Owens not a match.
No, because he was on main event last year, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Usos.
Yeah.
Asuka and Kairi Sane out there. So there's people missing off that. Half of it I just think has been thrown together by somebody.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's 2 nights worth of wrestling though either.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 matches. I think there is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's too many big names missing for that to be nailed on as correct. Like, I don't think, as much as they seem to be doing all right, Creed Brothers against Imperium is a WrestleMania quality match.
Well, we don't know what the Creed Brothers are going to be like. They get a bigger reaction than DIY get now.
So they could potentially do like a multi-tag team match, like Judgment Day sort of thing.
And it depends what happens with the tag titles, because there's rumours coming out that they're thinking about splitting the tag titles, but at the moment, they're not going to do it. There's just rumours that they want to do it. But it's not going to be anytime soon, Dave Meltzer said. Unfortunately. So, yeah. That's the Royal Rumble. That's WrestleMania. I don't think I go at anything else. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. I put a list together before of things I wanted to talk about. Rock Tribal Chief. Oh, no, I've done everything. Yeah.
Fair enough then. Right then, well, I seen a thing the other day, and it's a really quick thing, just to round it off before we do our begging. I'm gonna name wrestling companies out there. I want a 3-word answer, not an essay. 3 words. Yeah.
3 words.
First 3 words come to your head when I say the companies. Okay.
Okay.
So just to see what you're thinking, and obviously for this year of wrestling, because we've got potentially a company could come to the forefront again and be a real competitor again. There's obviously out there. So we'll start with the main one. So WWE.
My fucking life.
AEW.
Need more. That's 4 words. Need more from it.
I'll give you that one. Oh, you have that one. TNA Impact, and I'm using TNA now.
I keep thinking of words, but there's like sentences, but there's like 4 words in it. Looking forward. I can't. I'm trying to put it into 3 words.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
ROH.
Really don't care.
And I'm going to give them, even though they fall under the WWE brand, I'm going to give it its own NXT.
Totally underrated show. Because it really is. By the way, there's a video dropping. It would have been already out by then, but go check out the NXT video. It's already out if you're watching this now.
That's why I dropped the NXT one in.
Like it.
But yeah, I seen it online and I thought I'm going to have to do that with Matt, see what he comes back with. I am really looking forward to the TNA Impact returning. I've got high hopes.
They've signed Kushida. They've signed Brian Myers back down.
Trent Seven.
They've done some. Trent Seven's been signed. They've got some decent signings into. They've signed Grizzly Young Veterans as well.
Yeah.
Quality tag team. So I'm looking forward to see what they can do. Yeah. AEW need more from it. It's definitely just stale. It's boring. There's nothing. I'm not excited to watch AEW anymore. And WWE, I'm so excited to watch WWE week in, week out again.
I think with AEW, they're at a point now where they could make big changes. There's nothing going on.
They're already doing it though, because what's the names left as well, aren't they? Is it Matt Jackson or Nick Jackson's wife?
Yeah, that's left due to all the stuff with the NDAs and stuff because of the Punk fallout. All in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got a chance to change packaging and stuff, repackage people and stuff now, because it's sort of like at a point where there's no storyline sort of running. Obviously with injuries and stuff, and it's put a hold on like obviously the Devil and Adam Cole and MJF, the Golden Jets, Kenny being injured. You know what I mean? And so there's that, and they've got the new rival Will Ospreay come Revolution full time.
Yep.
So they are in a prime spot to redo it. Joe's champion. Let's just repackage, come back, and see what happens. But it should be an interesting year. Royal Rumble end of the month. Obviously, feature videos will hold predictions, and then obviously we're on the road to WrestleMania.
I've got some things planned I want to do with you, like a Hall of Fame video and stuff like that. So, obviously, Matt v. John will be carrying on. I'm going to say there's one this week. I can't remember if I scheduled it for this week or Monday. Can't remember. But we need to talk about recording and stuff about for that. I've had to delete because I want to do GTA roleplay on Twitch. So I've had to delete my ROMs for the old games to play. Oh,
boo.
I know. I can still download them because I've got the website, so I can still do it. It's not an issue.
An external hard drive instead of that.
I didn't think of that at first. I have got an external hard drive sitting on my PlayStation with PS4 games on it, so it doesn't take up any memory from my PS5 games. Oh, that's another thing as well. My PS5 crashed and didn't work, so I had to get a new PS5 as well. That was fun. In November, I've got the Slimline. So yeah, I had to. So I've got me. I remembered once I deleted everything and I moved all our old videos. I've moved them over to my OneDrive because I'm like, I don't want to get rid of them because I obviously Always want to do compilations and stuff at some point. And then remembered I had that hard drive. So I could have kept everything on there. It's 4 terabyte.
Oh, there you go. Re-download it on there. I'm going to try and get some more stuff done. Myself as well. Supercard as well. I did promise the drops, but the drops dropped on my birthday and then across Christmas. So it was our time off. But next drops come. I will do some streaming. We'll do some streaming as well if you want to. Hopefully up to good standard by then. But yeah, this is a point where we do every week the begging section. So like Matt said, we're now at 51 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe. Like, comment, share, all that jazz. Obviously head over to social medias, Facebook and X/Twitter is Wrestling Fellas. Instagram is Wrestling_Fellas Pod. And TikTok is Wrestling Fellas Pod.
Yeah.
Wrestling Fellas Pod. We need 1,000 subscribers on that to go live, which would be cool because we do have plans to go out and about in the next few months. We've got plans. Watch this space. But yeah, do that. Obviously, tune in and go back and watch the videos. The last Matt versus John is an absolute belter. If you're not too sure why, head across to TikTok. I did put a little snippet on there of why that video is so good. And the previous videos, the end of the year review, as you can see behind Matt. We talked. There's a couple of videos come out. CM Punk's return, AEW, what's wrong with it, stuff like that. But yeah, so next time, guys, peace out.
Peace.
Yeet.